These last couple of days, I spent the entire day laying in bed working. And I mean, not as a prostitute. Okay, I was doing administrative work. I don't know why I felt like I had to clarify that, but it was all, like I'm working on my computer, and I felt terrible. I thought this was my dream. I felt terrible. I felt worse staying in bed working all day than I did the time that I smoked crack. I mean, to be honest, while I was actually on the crack that I smoked that time, I felt pretty good. But the time, like my life leading up to the crack smoking and after the crack smoking was not great. That's how bad I felt. Now, look, I just want to say right up top that if you're a member of the crack smoking community, and I don't mean any offense by implying that somehow that's not a great time. I just saying for myself, when I smoked crack, I was not living my best life. But if you're living your best life and then you're like, hey, and now I'm going to add some crack to it, then those are your choices, and I hear you and I see you, and good for you. Okay. Now I don't know where I'm going to get canceled anymore. Yeah, I am actually a sober person, like our Scottish friend. I think that's what he said. And I'm a sober person too. I don't drink. That was really my thing. I don't drink anymore though. And it's good that I don't drink, because I do work around a lot of comedians that are younger. And when I drink, I don't turn into a cougar. I turn into more of a booger. Something slimy that you can't get off your hand. So, my mother hates that joke, but she's a booger. So, the booger doesn't fall far from the nose. But I didn't really think drugs were my thing, Like, I did see a counselor, like, when I got sober, and she was asking me some questions, and she's like, well, you smoked weed. I'm like, kitty drug, And then she's like, okay, did you say that you ate mushrooms? And I'm like, yeah, but that's vegetables. They told me more vegetables, so I didn't think that was a big problem, And then she said, did you tell me one time that you got into some trouble, you ate peyote? And I'm like, well, yeah, those are buttons, and I am really into fashion. So, I probably would have gone into fashion design had I not gone into nothing. So, and then she said, you told me in high school you inhaled Rush. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I did that. But, and then I also inhaled that at a gay bar, and they call it poppers. But I guess that's is it a different thing? I don't know. I was just being social, and then she said, didn't you tell me that you huffed model glue? And I was like, I don't consider that drug abuse. I consider that a dark crafting period. Come on. I had a hobby on my back like a motherfucker, Like I just had to, did I get charged with a couple of DIYs? Yes, I did. Did I lose time when I huffed model glue? Maybe. Did I wake up in a pile of felt scraps with a lot of googly eyes all around me, staring up at me, and a couple of, thank you, popsicle sticks stuck to my butt, and a few half-made puppets in one corner, a haunted sock monkey looking at me in the other? Yes, I did. Okay, maybe, because by the end of, I had a drug problem. And I got to tell you, I did huff aerosol deodorant, which is a way better high than the roll-on. But that's weird. It's not a how-to. This was not a how-to video, just in case you were wondering. But I wanted to give you that tip. Anyway, it was great to be here. I'm Laura Hug. Thank you so much.